We are here in the backyard, Lauren. We're kind of enjoying the sunshine now that it's finally peeking out, but we're talking about Arbor Day. Today is Arbor Day, and I have the tree man, Tony Hahn with the Associated Landscape Contractors of Colorado here because we want to talk about native trees. Why do we need to be planting native trees?
You know, because native trees are inherently going to be able to put up with the
Colorado's weather.
Colorado's weather. So, and once they're established, many times they don't need a lot of extra fertilization.
They're good to go.
Insect controls.
Yeah.
So
I need the ones that are good to go.
are the ones.
Which ones should we be considering if we're thinking about getting into the backyard this weekend?
Wow, I'll tell you,
we got a lot to choose from.
I brought along a lot of my favorites.
Okay.
The Rocky Mountain Glow maple.
Ooh.
Now this is a Wasatch maple. You know, found it growing natively in the foothills. So this is a beautiful, beautiful fall color tree.
Oh, awesome.
So it's a, you know, Rocky Mountain Glow. It's I mean, it's tremendous.
Beautiful.
Tremendous tree. Yes.
What else?
We've got Gamble Oak. Now, if we want something that uses a little bit less water, a lot of people don't want to use a whole lot of water, which is smart.
With the drought conditions.
Correct.
Yep.
Gamble Oak is another one.
All right.
And then, of course, one of my favorites, the Mountain Ash. Mountain Ash is a, you know, beautiful flowering tree that produces berries that the birds like to eat, and that's one of the advantages of native plants, the biodiversity.
Yeah.
We want to increase, you know, the food supply for our native friends, because as we grow, as the city grows, we remove a lot of our native plant material.
Right.
So it helps with the biodiversity. One of the big things. And then the granddaddy of them all, my favorite, the granddaddy of them all, the bur oak.
The bur oak,
The bur oak, and it's an oak that'll tolerate alkaline soils.
Okay.
A lot of the oaks,
yeah,
around here we have alkaline soils.
Yeah.
And a lot of the oaks that we try to grow here are used to acidic soils. But this guy is used to alkaline soils, and it's tough, tough, tough.
Okay.
And that just goes without saying. Native plants are going to be tough, resilient.
They're hardy Coloradans just like us.
Hardy Coloradans, pest-free. And, you know, if you study, and that's the important thing about tree planting, is you got to research the tree.
Right.
You got to know how big is it going to get? What kind of growing conditions? Is it like sun? Does it like shade? How big, how wide?
Well, and once we pick out our perfect tree, we have to make sure that we are planting it correctly. So talk to us about kind of being successful in that department too.
Believe it or not, most people do it wrong. You got to dig the hole at least twice as wide, but not quite as deep as that root ball is tall.
Okay.
And I call it a saucer.
A saucer.
A saucer. So you want, because the roots are going to be shallow, they grow, and they're going to be able to grow
outward.
Yeah, into that softer soil. So that's really, really critical. The other thing is, when you have a young tree, at least when I look for a young tree, I want to look for flaws.
Okay.
And like this guy right here.
Where's our flaw?
Right in here, because we have narrow branch angles. This guy's coming out.
All right.
Right here.
Whoop.
Got your camera guy. Because you and I talked about it before, a 90-degree angle, branch angle is strong.
Yep.
Really strong. Really strong. And this branch angle up here that I just took off was like an acute angle. Wasn't as strong.
So snip it.
Snip it.
Prune it.
Prune it. So if I had a bunch of young trees, man, I'm telling you, I'm get myself an arborist, go out there and straighten these trees up.
Awesome.
Because that's the time to do it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tony, for hanging out with us on Arbor Day. Kim and Tom, now you know, got to get some native trees going in your backyard.
I actually learned a lot there.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of the saucer.
This guy, he knows it all.
Yeah, that was good.
Really good stuff. Thank you both.